A portion of today's video is brought to you by Zippix nicotine toothpicks. For more information on them, stick around until the end of this video, or if you're champing at the bit, click the link in the description below. Over the weekend, when a judge in Wisconsin was arrested by the Trump administration, by the cowardly armed agents of the state, the jackbooted thugs who we're just doing our jobs, we're just following orders, they would say. It should have sent alarm bells ringing off in the heads of any American who has any adherence for respect for the rule of law and for the Constitution of the United States. Everybody. And now, yesterday, I took the day off yesterday, just the weight of everything. Take some time, take care of yourself. When the question was asked of Karoline Leavitt by Nepo baby Peter Doocy in the press briefing room, that is the administration willing to arrest people a little higher on the food chain, namely the Supreme Court of the United States? We're going to play the clip, obviously. You'll note, I hope, that she did not say no. She refused to rule out arresting a Supreme Court justice. Where are we in America where the Trump administration is putting, and I'm going to talk about this later, mugshots of alleged criminals, people that get provided no due process? Where are we that they're putting mugshots of people out there and the media has to say, well, we're blurring the faces of the people the White House says are criminals because we can't trust that they are actually criminals, that they've provided no due process, no evidence of the claims they make. This is where we are, where judges are being arrested by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Anyway, here is this moment, Peter Doocy asking the question about arresting Supreme Court justices as though everything's normal.
Peter, go ahead.
Thank you. A few things. You guys arrested a Milwaukee County Circuit judge for allegedly helping illegal immigrants get away. As you guys look at other judges, would you ever arrest somebody higher up on the judicial food chain, like a federal judge or even a Supreme Court justice?
Well, that's a hypothetical question. Again, I defer you to the Department of Justice for individuals that they are looking at or individual cases. But let's be clear about what this judge did. She obstructed federal law enforcement who were looking for an illegal alien in her courthouse. She showed that illegal alien the door to evade law enforcement officials. That is a clear-cut case of obstruction. You don't have to be a lawyer to understand that. And so anyone who is breaking the law or obstructing federal law enforcement officials from doing their jobs is putting themselves at risk of being prosecuted, absolutely.
First of all, she lies about the facts of the case. The judge's account is completely different than that. She led them to the public area that was agreed upon that they would make the arrest. Karoline Leavitt opening herself up to a defamation case, as far as I would be concerned. But the question was not batted away. It wasn't, of course not. Of course, we're not going to be seeking the arrest of Supreme Court justices. Absolutely not. What a ludicrous assertion, Peter Doocy. She doesn't say that. She dances, she hymns, and she haws, and she distracts, and she deflects, and she answers a different question. Oftentimes, the thing that is not said speaks a lot more than the thing that was said. And this is one of those moments. The fact that she refuses to declare to the American people, to assuage our nervousness about what's taking place. Instead of that, she leaves it hanging out there. That it absolutely is a possibility that Donald Trump will effectuate the arrest of a justice on the United States Supreme Court. They're already acting as though if you rule against Donald Trump, that you're obstructing justice. If the wheels of justice move and a judge does his or her job, that is obstruction of justice. As though this co-equal branch of government does not possess the power that they absolutely constitutionally possess. That's what we're seeing right now. As Americans are being deported. American children are being deported. American children with stage 4 cancer are being deported. And we have these fascists up there refusing to answer questions like this. Anyway, not a lot of analysis needs to be done here because of the dire nature and the obvious common sense nature of the question and what should have been the easy answer here. What do you think? I invite you to this conversation. You can comment below. That would be great. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I hate being the guy who constantly says it's going to get worse before it gets better, but we're not to the better part yet. There is still a low that we can sink to that is lower than where we are right now. And my fear, it seems self-evident, is that we are going to get there. It's going to get worse. And it's going to take all of us to stand together, to stick together, to hang together, to ensure that we get through this. Anyway, I will see you next time. I appreciate you very much. I look forward to you talking about this in the comments and the voicemail line. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. As always, take care of one another. Are you tired of your entree growing cold while you're stuck outside smoking near the restaurant entrance? Or perhaps you're craving a puff, but you're stuck in the airport for the next several hours. And that's if you don't get delayed. Or possibly you've just had enough of your clothes smelling like smoke. Don't get up, get your nicotine fix right there, or anywhere for that matter, with Zippix nicotine toothpicks. Socially acceptable yet discreet, Zippix toothpicks not only serve as an excellent nicotine delivery service, they also satisfy the oral fixation associated with smoking and vaping. You don't have to hit the bricks to get your fix. Instead, try Zippix. Head to zippixtoothpicks.com today and score 10% off by using code Dollemore at checkout. Available in 6 delicious flavors with 2 and 3 milligram options, Zippix are perfect for long flights, restaurants, and all those other places where you're no longer allowed to smoke or vape. Zippix are also one of the most cost-effective nicotine products on the market, and they're proudly made right here in the United States. Why not give your lungs a break? Hundreds of thousands of customers count on Zippix for their nicotine fix without needing to inhale toxic smoke or vape oils. Or maybe you're just looking for a boost. Zippix also offers caffeine and B12 infused toothpicks too. Stop interrupting your life with cigarettes and vapes. Go to zippixtoothpicks.com today and score 10% off by using code Dollemore at checkout. You must be 21 years or older to order and be warned that nicotine is an addictive chemical. Nix that fix with Zippix nicotine toothpicks.